present tense versus past tense in comprehensive exam essays. When and why to use them. Writing academic essays for comprehensive exams often involves careful consideration of verb tenses. Choosing the right tense not only enhances clarity, but also ensures that the essay adheres to academic conventions. Among the most common points of confusion are the use of present tense and past tense, particularly when writing literature reviews, historical analysis, or discussion sections. This essay explores the rules governing these tenses, highlights their distinct functions, and provides practical examples to help writers use them effectively. The role of present tense in academic writing. The present tense is commonly used to discuss ideas, theories, or texts that remain relevant or universally true. It lends an immediacy to the essay, conveying that the information or analysis is current. In literature reviews, the present tense is used when describing or analyzing the content of a work. For instance, Smith argues that social inequality is perpetuated through structural barriers. The novel depicts a stark contrast between the protagonist's moral beliefs. Here, the present tense reflects the ongoing relevance of the text or research being referenced. Theories and arguments exist as timeless contributions to knowledge, which justifies this usage. Similarly, in discussion sections, the present tense is employed to explain findings, draw conclusions, or make connections to existing research. For example, the results suggest that environmental factors play a critical role in behavioral development. These findings support the argument that collaborative learning enhances academic performance. Using the present tense in these contexts creates a sense of immediacy, emphasizing that the interpretations and findings remain applicable. The role of past tense in academic writing. The past tense is primarily used to describe completed events, past studies, or historical contexts. It communicates that the actions or events being discussed occurred in the past and have been concluded. In historical analysis, past tense is crucial for accuracy and context. Consider the following examples. The Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, marking the end of World War I. King's leadership during the Civil Rights Movement inspired widespread change across the United States. The past tense anchors the discussion in a specific time frame, ensuring that the narrative remains firmly situated in its historical context. In literature reviews, past tense is often used when describing the methodology or findings of specific studies. For instance, Johnson, 2010, conducted a longitudinal study on childhood development and found a significant correlation between diet and cognitive ability. The researchers observed an increase in biodiversity following the implementation of conservation measures. Here, the past tense signals that the studies being referenced are completed, distinguishing them from current or ongoing research. Tense shifts, when to transition between present and past. Understanding when to transition between tenses is critical to maintaining coherence and meeting academic conventions. Writers often need to alternate between present and past tense depending on the focus of their analysis. For example, in a literature review, it is common to shift between tenses when analyzing a text, present tense, and discussing an author's historical context or methodology, past tense. In her 2015 study, Carter explored the impact of urbanization on community dynamics. She concludes that population density significantly influences social behavior. In this case, the past tense is used to describe the completed study, while the present tense is used to discuss the ongoing relevance of the author's conclusions. Practical guidelines for writers. Use present tense when discussing theories, arguments, or interpretations. When analyzing texts or data. In discussion sections to interpret findings. Use past tense when describing completed studies, experiments, or historical events. When narrating past actions or events in historical contexts. Be consistent. Avoid unnecessary tense shifts within the same section. For example, do not switch between past and present tense unless the context demands it. Consider audience and purpose. Tailor your tense usage to fit the expectations of the academic field and the purpose of the essay. Conclusion. Choosing between present tense and past tense in comprehensive exam essays is more than a grammatical decision. It is a strategic choice that reflects the nature of the analysis and the conventions of academic writing. Present tense emphasizes the ongoing relevance of ideas and theories, while past tense situates discussions within a specific historical or methodological context. By understanding the functions of these tenses and applying them effectively, students can ensure that their essays are both coherent and academically sound.